Hello, I'm Ryan Zink, and this is Creative Intuitive Solutions YouTube page. And in this video, it's part of a vibrational series that is available on my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about the energy of sickness. And in a couple of previous videos, I went through the energy of illness and disease. And the energy of sickness is similar, uh, but the energy of sickness, I always think of the people who are always sick in the wintertime. They're always sick in the wintertime. They've always got that cold or that flu, or they've always got to get that flu vaccination or that pneumonia vaccination, or they're really susceptible to people that are sick. They can't ever be around somebody that's sick because they 9 times out of 10 catch the sickness. So, in terms of the energy of sickness, uh, some of it, a portion of it, I truly believe has to do with what you believe. I know for me, when I changed my belief, I grew up believing that in the wintertime or in the fall, when it gets cold outside, that I'm going to become sick or catch a cold. So that was a belief that I grew up in, is if it was too cold out or that I wasn't warm enough, that I was going to get sick. And sure enough, for the majority of my life, I got sick once per year with either the cold or a really bad flu. And I would always get sick once per year. There was no way around it until one day, like I mentioned in another video, I was in Indiana and I was sitting in my room and I was about to get a sore throat. I could feel it coming on. I started getting body aches, and I started clearing the energy of disease, illness, and sickness from my health space. So this video is about the energy of sickness, but I started particularly clearing the energy of sickness from my health space, and I started to clear the beliefs that I have to get sick each year, that I have to be sick. And that was a family lineage belief. So that came down from my grandparents to my parents. And that was something that, you know, we all got sick every winter, like a lot of people do. But once I started clearing that space, I noticed each year after, and I really thought about it. Like during the winter, I was like, I'm not sick. And I can't promise this to be true for you if you were to clear your sickness energy from your health space, even after reading my book. But for me, it's been so true that after clearing the energy of sickness from my health space, it's all outlined in my book how to do that, by the way. There's a guided meditation and there's a guide that shows you how to clairvoyantly view different spaces and aura and within your aura, different aspects, and how to clear the 32 plus low vibe dense toxic energies that are listed in the book. But when I worked with my health space and I cleared sickness, I honestly haven't been sick. That was probably 2020 that I cleared that space. I haven't been sick since then, and we're about to be going into 2025 here. So that's been really interesting. There was one time here, I've moved back to California since, and there's been one time that I felt like I was coming down with something, but it didn't hit hard enough for me to like really consider that I was sick. But other than that, I haven't really had any sickness show up within my reality. And I haven't been around people that are sick as much. I've never really held the belief that I'm going to get sick from somebody else. That's not usually a deterrent of me being around people if they are sick. I always have like a soft heart. I'm like, oh man, they're sick. They need some company or something. So I always do go around the people anyway if they're sick, but I'm not too much in fear of catching something from somebody. The Big C, that came out in 2000, the end of 2019. I have never had that. Knock on wood. I've never had that. I've never experienced what that feels like. I'm very fortunate and very blessed that I haven't felt or experienced that. I don't wish that on anybody. I've heard that it's pretty horrible, and I've heard a lot of people that have had it. I've even had people tell me that people have passed away that they've known from that. So I have not experienced that illness though, or that sickness. So I'm very fortunate for that. And part of me does believe that it is from paying attention to and clearing my health space, the disease, the illness, and the sickness energy from that space, and all of the programming that kind of goes along with that, of how our bodies interact with sickness, in this case, in this energy. So this is the vibration of sickness. And again, you can go to my website, www.creativeintuitivesolutions.com, and you can pick up a book called Spaces there under the bookstore. And that book will show you how to start a daily meditation practice and how to start working with your many energetic spaces and aspects. And this vibrational series is kind of a breakdown of my personal energy list from that book that I use, that I clear these energies from any space that I work with clairvoyantly when I'm healing my aura, and when I'm desiring to shift my reality and create something different and experience something different. I know it starts with my energy first. So I always go to my list of 32 plus low vibe, dense, toxic energies. These are energies that I have found within myself. And because I found them within myself, I have decided and I have learned that they live within everybody in varying degrees. So, I mean, we all get sick. We've all experienced discomfort at times. We've all experienced anger at some times. We've all experienced rage at some times, but in varying degrees, some more than others. So these are just some common energies that are within the book that I have become aware of consciously, that I've put in the book so that you can start facilitating your own energetic healing within your many spaces that are within your aura. I'm Ryan Zink. This is Creative Intuitive Solutions. Have a great day.